This is Rockport Ryan with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report. All right, as we go into this weekend, remember that duck season does start back up. So we're going to be looking at some places where we can get around without having to worry so much about getting peppered. Well, one place you could definitely check out will be coming out here from the Rattlesnake Point launch. There is a little pond up in here. Go ahead and check it out if we've got some of the water levels. The fish will be staying down in the deeper water at night, but then coming up into some of the flats during the day. But if not, you'll be coming down around this point of Redfish Lodge and coming around between these islands. We're still picking up some trout. That's going to be subsurface, going with your Z-Man trout trick, 1/8 ounce jig head. You want to get down a little bit lower than normal, not right near the surface, but we are still picking them up. When you come around those islands, come back into some of these flats. We are still finding some scattered flounder bouncing on the bottom, or still running some top waters going in here for the reds. Now, if you throw the top waters and you're getting some reaction, but they're not quite hooking up, then switch over to your subsurface, like your jig heads, things like that. Sometimes it just needs to be a little slower and lower. All right, another place that we can get out and we can avoid some duck hunters is back here coming into Salt Lake. There is a public launch, or a private launch, I'm sorry, on the Perch Street. It has a honest box to get in, but it's the easiest way to get straight into Salt Lake. Coming into here, you're not going to have the duck hunters, but there are still plenty of fish in here. If you stay along the sides right by the houses, that's your deep cuts that we're going to be looking for. As the day goes on, they will pull out onto these flats. We've been pulling some nice sized trout and some nice reds out of here. Pretty much all of that was on top waters, your Spook Juniors, things like that. But what we found's been working really well is the Unfair Shrimp 85 fast suspends. You can work it quickly like a top water, and then if you start getting some reactions but not actually getting the bites, just slow down your retrieve. It dives underneath, and we've been able to get some nice hookups all in round in Salt Lake. Another place that we'll be able to dodge the duck hunters coming up, we'll be launching from here at Goose Island State Park. Now, around this time of the year, a good thing to do is to go ahead and head on out here to East Pocket. You can come right around the end of this island. When you get into this area, there is actually a deep cut that runs through here. All the water from East Pocket comes out. So you've got some nice 10 to 12 inch flats on either side of this 3 to 4 foot drop. Still is a great place to pick up some of those winter trout and still get those cold season reds. I would go ahead and skip over the East Pocket itself for right now. Head straight across over to Bird Point. Hitting the space between these islands, we're still able to pick up some nice reds. Most of this is on paddle tails and subsurface. So these are some places that you can go to in this next week to avoid some duck hunting. If you're wanting to avoid some of the wind coming from the other direction, you can still come out here into the Brown and Root Flats. Right along this drop-off is going to be a nice transition to be fishing this time of the year. Going off into the deeper water for the trout, off to the shallower water for the reds. But again, we're going to be needing to watch out for some of the airboaters. With that being mentioned, there is an organization, Flatsworthy, that is trying to get some nice cooperation going on between the different people utilizing the waterways out here. We are having a meeting in Rockport at the Paws and Taws Fulton Convention Center Monday, December 12th at 6:30. We'll be discussing what we can do for getting people along on the water, and the Aransas Wildlife Refuge people are going to be out there speaking to how we can all get along and the damage that we are causing out there and how to avoid it. But I would fish all in this area with top waters. But if you do get a chance, come out, check out that meeting Monday, December 12th, 6:30 at Paws and Taws. This is Rockport Ryan. Thank you for watching.